been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception, on my crew. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, and I hit that. Okay, yeah, and I hit that.
Check 1 2 1 2. What's going on, everybody? Guys.
I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. More action and no talk. I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'm a slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil players like to go places. Said we pulling up with the whole squad. I get ready to told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it, y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Boy, you stop it, quiet. If it's snow, I didn't got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. More action and no talk. I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Couple of pens up in my pocket. I don't want positive wild nonsense. We got momentum, they try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. You know how good to reach Travis Heights. Now that's what's called a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones. When you look at my pockets, look at the flex. Look at the test. Look at my mess. It's not a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's snow, I didn't got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto district of Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks.
For Arizona.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
At the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 44-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Wilson. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 36.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here we go. Here we go.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass. So that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Arizona. 43 yards.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive because they took it away.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 7, Seahawks nothing. Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. And he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
At the 32-yard line.
To throw again is Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
They'll start with the option. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Now Wilson. And Cook has it, left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Inte över kappen för någon.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cardinals 7, Seahawks nothing.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Here's Wilson. He sets to fire deep. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
An update from Denver. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Hurts. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Arizona.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
The tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
1st down, Cardinals.
Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Anderson. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Seahawks 40-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Touchdown.
Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, When I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 2nd down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cook. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in grip.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brings up 4th down.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Oh, nearly picked. Yeah, maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Hurts. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Returnable for Lockett. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
39-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Seahawks. 42 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
13-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, Wilson. Flush to his right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around. But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
Here's Hurts to throw. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he'll be out right at the 35. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Going deep for Hopkins. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Now it's Lockett. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And out will come the offense as they take over.
31-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over in the last possession. So what against symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Here's Wilson. A pass underneath for Carson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
Well, look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
They'll try to run with Carson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
They'll look to run with Dallas. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Hard.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. They hand off to their big tight end. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Will Dissly, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Cardinals 14, Seahawks 7. Michael Dixon to kick
This
off.
game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Second down. Here's Hurts. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
40-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Ndamukong Suh. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit and try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Wow.
He's going to air one out.
Wow.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on for the 5th time here today. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They run again with Carson. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. On first down, it's Carson. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They run the counter. Carson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Dallas. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
He's tackled at the 30.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. This is caught. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4. Before he's out of bounds. So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, 4th quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call. And you know it is a tight one because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
We're about to find out. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. The quick slant caught, and he is in for a Seattle touchdown. Jared Cook, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. For the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 14. Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
And 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First down, Cardinals.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. Whoa. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Going deep for Hopkins. And this is going to be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. 36. Shift. Slant. Watch the safety creep.
They'll toss it out to Carson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Jerry Hughes on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 29.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Wilson slings this out to Metcalf. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
Throwing now is Wilson. And he finds Cook. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. A 3-yard gain and enough for the 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. first down. It's Carson, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
The ball carrier.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. On 3rd down, Carson, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. This to take the lead here in the final minute. His kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Today's
final score,
well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Seahawks, it's just their 3rd win on the campaign as they move to 3-11 on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Mišu, gdje su mi pištaljke? Nije Boga. U onom gdje ključeve stoje.
Može.